Right, so now your partner can also attack Americanas from mount. It's actually a lot easier to escape from mount because of the fact that you can bridge and move your partner around and off balance them because their hips are right on top of yours. Whereas in side control, their hips are out to the side and not directly on top of yours, and you're perpendicular to one another. But with mount, it's pretty easy to start going in, and even in late escapes, it's a pretty easy thing to start escaping. So she's going to have mount on me, and she's always going to be trying from here to start pommeling into situations where she can get hands to the floor, like so. So she'll use cross wrist series, and every time she goes cross wrist, I like to strip a grip. She goes to take a cross wrist, I strip a grip. And we're disciplined here with this hand fighting battle where I don't let my partner ever start to take hands out to the side. And the second she goes to start going in and grip fighting from here, I immediately go in and I start off balancing my partner, whether it's to one side, like so, and then I go right into escaping options here, or two, she goes to take a cross wrist, I strip a grip, and I off balance the opposite side. I go in, and we start just posting hand, and we go in and we start knee elbow escaping or kipping or whatever the case is. So there's always constant hand fighting to stop my partner from pushing a hand to the floor. And as I'm hand fighting, I can't just hand fight. I hand fight, and as I go to hand fight, I go in, I hit some kind of off balance to get my partner moving, and we go into escapes. Okay. Now this time she actually gets a cross wrist and she places it down on the floor, like so. Now from here, we can go in and we can use a tricep post to start clearing my partner's grip off. So from here, she wants to put weight over my arm. So the second she pins my hand down, before she gets her head over her hand, I can move my hand. If she gets her head over her hand, now it's going to be hard for me to extend my arm anywhere. Okay? So from here, the second she pins my hand down, I just use a tricep post and extension to strip the grip off, and then I bring everything back inside. So she pins the hand down, we extend the arm, and we tricep post. Now this time she pins my hand, she switches to a 2-on-1, and she puts weight over my hand like so. So now I try to move my hand around, it's not going to be an easy thing. Whenever I see this, we can use the tricep post still, but this time we have to give a big bridge as we go to do it. So we tricep post, it'll force her to post this far hand on the floor, and then from here, we strip, and then we come down and we go back right into escapes, into kipping or knee elbow escapes, whatever you want from there. Okay? So she pins a hand, we use a tricep post, either with an early stage escape, where she just pins like so and her head is not over her hand, or I just extend and we beat her, or we give a big bridge when she switches to the 2-on-1. Now it's hard for me to move my hand in. We use a tricep post with a big bridge, and then we go into escapes. Now this time she goes in and she looks to start wrapping my head. Okay, more than likely what she's going to do is she's going to switch from a head wrap where she wrapped my head, and then she's going to lock up the Americana, and then she's going to take the head out and then go into attacks from here. Okay, that's most likely what's going to happen. So from here, as my partner, she pins the cross wrist. She goes in, she goes to take a 2-on-1, she goes to start wrapping my head. I deny her control over the head, like so. And now when she goes to cross face me, I play a game where it's hard for her to go in and start controlling my head, and it makes it hard for her to lock up. Okay, let's talk about just Americanas. There's other things that will happen from here. She can start sliding her knee up into my armpit, stealing the inside knee position, and now it's going to be an issue from here. But I want to just stop the Americana. I'm taking the inside position like so, and now I'm going into off balances where I start bridging across to one side. I switch from a bicep tie on this side to a grip on this side, where now I can peel the hand off, and then from here I can go in and start immediately kipping into my escapes. So she pins the hand down with a 2-on-1. She goes to make a conversion and wrap the head with the crossface, and down from here we block. I temporarily stop my partner from coming in. She can't crossface me. As she goes to start working that knee up, we bridge across, we free the hand, and then we go into our escapes. Okay? And finally from here this time, she goes in, she pins the hand down, she gets a 2-on-1. She cross-faces me, starts to wrap the head, and from here she goes in and starts to make that connection, right? Before she actually locks her hands from this position, it's going to be tough for you to start moving around from here, okay? Whenever I see this, I look to start immediately walking my head down and out and away. So from here, it's not always possible, but what I look to start to do from here is I post on my partner's armpit. And now from here, I just use my feet to just walk my hips down and away and get my head to the floor. So if at any point she tries to switch to the Americana now, before she locks it, we can tricep post and start bridging and take my partner out and away. So I always try to go in. She goes to control me from here. We just walk. We just look in the same direction she's pointing me with the cross face. As she goes to keep that cross face, we just walk down and away and bridge our partner forward slightly and get our head to the floor. Now she goes to make an immediate conversion to the Americana before she locks it. I hit that tricep post, and from here, we're out and ready to go into our kipping or knee elbow escapes from there. Okay? So early and late stage hand pobbling, where my partner uses cross wrist to start locking the Americana from mounted position.